What's up, everybody, and welcome back, I think for the last time, to Stories, Path of Destinies. We have unlocked all 4 truths that should lead us down the correct path, and doing so has marked which direction is correct. So I'm going to start going down this path. Anything we've already seen I will cut out to save on time, and we will hopefully end this series here. I've been having a lot of fun, though.
Finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause.
Oh, this might all be different.
Maybe Reynardo could use that somehow.
Oh. Interesting. So you could do this again if you wanted to like get stuff you missed, but I've already got everything. So yeah, let's all do new stuff. What does this say? Reynardo would be foolish to trust Lapino again. He should confront him, or better yet, find a way to use the traitor against his new master, the Emperor. Wonderful.
Reynardo couldn't quite put his paw on when he realized Lapino was working for the Empire.
Oh, about 6 episodes ago.
Seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames.
Right.
If Reynardo could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Alright, so this might all be entirely different. There might still be a few episodes left of this series. Huh. Well, if there are a few more, I hope it ends at 13, because that's my favorite number. I'm okay with it all being just, stacked into this episode, but I feel it might be longer, because it looks like they're going to be doing things entirely different. Because it's on the correct path now.
Come to this. They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Reynardo out of prison at least 4 times, and Reynardo had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Okay, so it looks like...
Not quite enough, thought Reynardo.
It looks like the beginning is still the same. Oh, here, hold on. I can upgrade the sword, the last sword upgrade. So I have all the gems, and I can upgrade the swords fully. There, all the swords have been upgraded. That should unlock, like, Excalibur or something, like a 5th amazing sword or something. But whatever. Swords are fully upgraded. I have all the gems at level 3. I am going to swap... Oh, jeez. I hate having only 3. Shield Breaker's really, really good. It saves me a lot of trouble. My attack speed isn't really a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and take the energy on kill so that I can keep my energy up. There we go. Alright, so this seems like it may be the same. If it's the same, I'll cut it out. If it's not the same, then you'll get to watch it all. So let's find out what happens.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him.
Oh, the text is different.
Hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Alright, so some of the narrator text is different, so I'll cut around to that stuff if it's different in any kind of reasonable, or not reasonable, but any kind of good way. This should be my quick way to Lapino going down here. Going through here, I think, is the fast way. I think this skips over a lot of the enemies and lets me speedrun the area a little bit.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a...
Well, rabbit.
Rabbit.
Alright, so I've got 2 points to burn. This is already at max. So what is something fun? What is this? Recover from being hit almost instantly and attacker is knocked down. Yeah, I'll take that, thanks.
Come in handy in a pinch.
Increases sword minimum energy. Oh, here's one that just makes me straight up faster. So I'll take being faster. So how much faster am I? Oh, that is significant. Okay, cool. Alright, Lapino, you fuck. Alright, Lapino should be over here. There he is. No? Yep, there he is. Alright, let's do this. Let's see how this changes.
Bloody and exhausted, Reynardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Reynardo didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia.
Fuck you.
Reynardo wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Reynardo was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
So, okay, so both of these are new paths, though. But yeah, shanking the rabbit outright isn't going to help me, I don't think. Because if I shank him outright, then the Emperor just knows that I know and he comes after me. So just straight up going, hey, I want payback, that shouldn't help me. We need the subterfuge of having the core with us and give it to the dumbass, let him use it and kill himself. So we're going to do that.
Reynardo felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "But wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Reynardo.
Oh, you sly fox.
The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Reynardo just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
Yes. I love subterfuge. It's so glorious. And now that I've learned quick ways around these levels, I should be able to, like, jump through, really. Should be able to fly through it using some of the doors, using a couple teleports. Should be a good time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the right answer for this, because
now, all Reynardo had to
there was no point in just stabbing him.
Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up.
One hell of a plan.
It did sound a little risky. But Reynardo had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
What do you mean it always did? It hasn't several
Or
times.
chests anyway. Well, you could have quite a business doing that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. Was this a quick way through, or was this just treasure? I can't remember. I think this might have been a quick way through. So I'm gonna run this way really quick. Oh, no, this was just a chest. Damn it. Lapino, why are you here? You're not supposed to be
Reynardo was
here.
halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught.
You're not supposed to be here.
Jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core. Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Reynardo. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait, no. The gem would corrupt anyone, even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lapino. Even though Lapino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor.
Yes.
He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom.
Boom.
He was a super genius.
No, do not send Zenobia for the Iblis Stone, because it'll make her crazy, and you don't make the person with powers crazy. Send the idiot for the crazy. Enjoy.
This is terrible, Reynardo told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lapino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lapino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out.
Right.
Lapino
Yeah.
hopped off with the map.
Yeah, uh-huh. Right. Sure. Jeez.
Everybody who wants to die, raise your weapon. All right.
Some of the ways where it's like, I understand they're voicing it so that the player can laugh at how it's obviously a ruse, but like, I feel like since he's talking to the other guy, and we know that the other guy's not stupid, he's just greedy, he should at least, like, I don't know, the voice actor should at least make it sound convincing. I understand they're trying to make it obvious, but still.
Reynardo slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all.
Okay.
She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was.
And
How
here we
sweet.
go with this again.
How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to
Oh,
his
that's a little
throat.
bit different.
Did you really think you could capture me? Heard a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Reynardo. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood.
Because she was already
Reynardo
aware that her
told
father
how
was
he had
fucking
rescued
nuts.
A priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the Observatory.
Wait, why are we going to the observatory again when we know it's going to be burned down? He is well aware that it's going to be burned down, and he was even smirking. He knows about this. Why are we going? I guess he still has to convince her, and you need the observatory part to get her to be convinced of it. So I guess I'm going to have to go through this level one more time. If it's any different, I'll show it to you. If it's not, I'll cut it out.
He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and the Pino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality.
This is definitely
Any of
different.
this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Reynardo. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Reynardo had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village.
So this we've already heard.
Puppies had come to tell him what the
We've
Emperor
definitely
had
already
done
heard
to them.
this. So I will go ahead and kick forward to wherever it has changed. And I'll see you guys in a minute.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd...
Okay, this is all the same.
Oh, God. Okay. You're not
Oh, no, wait,
completely
no,
wrong.
it's different. This is
They
different.
resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Okay, so she's aware of how the resurrection thing with the witness works. So there's that,
This was
at least.
definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Okay, random. So there's like random bits and pieces that are changed, and I guess that's like just enough to keep it fresh while we work towards the part that's like truly different. Something I've noticed is that we have yet to have like a true boss fight. Like I just like there's yet to have been an actual like big enemy with a health bar. I just work my way through enemies, and it's all just like stuff you do after a while.
Energy spheres. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Hey, guess what I didn't do? And yoink. I really hate these damn things. Yoink. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And yoink. And go! There we go. Okay, so here we are here again. Now, what's going to be different here? Because he said he didn't want to bring her over here. So what's going to change here? Unless the not wanting to bring her over here thing was just a back and forth bit.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders.
Right.
Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he?
Hey, at least she's on board now.
What's your plan? She asked. So, Reynardo explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
Okay, we already know that we can trust her, so don't do that. When you go that way, she starts a fucking fight with you. So yes, go ahead and take her to the council. Hope for the best, because going this way made her pissed the first time. So let's go.
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Reynardo gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Very good feeling about this.
Oh, God, this doesn't sound good at all. I don't like that she needs to go somewhere else first. That doesn't sound right. But the thing is, she got mad at us when we went the other direction. So, the fuck? If we went the other way, she'd get mad that we were questioning her. God damn it. So what's going to be different here?
What had Zenobia gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
True enough. Since they kind of listened to her. Yeah. And done. These battles are getting way faster now that I've got all these crazy abilities.
Zenobia, Hypatia, the kid's mother. Reynardo had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her.
Oh, that's right. The kid that stole the book that this whole game is based on. His mom died and told him to take care of the kid. Completely forgot about that plot point, really. Weird. Just totally forgot about it. Oh, Jesus. Why is he here?
There was Lapino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Reynardo could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone.
Oh, Jesus.
What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
So this has changed how I get through this level, because usually I'm supposed to go through that door.
A very clever engineer named Elon Muskrat got his start making floating platforms. Not many people knew that.
So this is now different, and now I don't know what's supposed to happen. The story had a clear direction to go in, and now that direction's all fucked up. Granted, I think that's the point. It's supposed to, like, leave you going, oh man, is everything gonna be okay? And obviously it's not going to be okay, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Gonna hope for the best here, really. Here's hoping Zenobia can deal with having the Iblis Stone. She kind of had trouble, well no, the character had trouble, Fuck. Why am I blanking on the character's name? Ronaldo, that's his name. He had trouble with the stone because it tried to corrupt him. He overcame the corruption, but still. Is she going to be strong enough to overcome that corruption is the better question now. So I guess we'll have to see what happens here. Oh boy, hello. Also, we still end up coming through here.
It's rude to stare. Snapped Reynardo, a little smug.
Oh, whatever.
Long
Him and his
stairs.
puns.
So he was close to the rebel base. He was on fire. So far, so good.
Well, I don't think anything's going to be on fire because Zenobia's off to kill her father, I think. I don't think the issue is, I don't think the issue is the rebel base anymore. Okay, so let's see what happens when we try to talk to the rebels this time. Hopefully Zenobia hasn't killed everybody. We can hope, anyway. So,
Everyone in the council chamber was dead.
God damn it!
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
Jesus. Okay. Trying to stop her would likely be fatal, so it's best to just let her go. Or, trying to stop her would likely be fatal, but the feeling she had for him had to mean something, right? He had to try. Well, supposedly she's supposed to have the good feelings for him, so we can try to stop her and hope for the best. Oh boy. I feel like I might regret this. Off we go.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike.
Oh man.
If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes.
Did we break it?
You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He will follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Okay. So, are we on a good path or not? I'm confused now. Also, is the stone usable now or not? Because now the stone is different than it was before. It's not purple, it's not blue, now it's red. So, is everything broken or is everything good? I don't know anymore. I guess I'm not supposed to know. Looks like I'm not ending it in this episode, though.
The Empire had seized his ship.
Right.
They'd have to take it back.
Right. So now we're here in this section again. But it's a little different. I have her on my side, but the guy who would have killed her and or me is dead. So there's that. And I don't know, there's just so many different plot points happening right now that I can't tell if I'm going the right direction. And I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode because I'm out of time on this one. It might be a little bit shorter from editing, but I don't know by how much, so I don't want to risk it being too long. So until the next one, be good. Bye-bye.